Hello, welcome to tonight's video. It is the 15th day of December 2012. Normally the videos are about silver charts, gold charts, fiat, debt note currencies, but not today. And don't expect these type of videos to last as well either. Going to go over 5 different points in the video for NFL investing or gambling or whatever. I kind of feel investing and gambling is all in about the same. Number 1, trap game of the year. Number 2, that's a game for Sunday afternoon. 2, weather plays. 3, using psychology to put odds in your favor. Number 4, week 13, using the example of putting psychology for odds in your favor, and then using the example for this week. So let's get started with the trap game of the year, and that is to play Buffalo. Seattle's favored by 6, which is way too high. And Seattle won 58-0 last week, so when teams kick ass like this, basically, especially when they're an average team or above average, that's not good the next week. People start to think that these teams are immortal, and that's just way out of whack. 3-2 people are still betting on Seattle, so even though it's that high, people still like Seattle. Vegas basically cannot put a line like Pick'em or -1, because if they did that, that means they'd have a much larger amount of volume betting on Seattle. And if that's the case, if Seattle covers, then they would actually lose pretty decent. They want volume to be close so that they win on either side or they don't lose much if one side wins. So that's why the spread is higher. That's basically the reason why the system or the trap works well. Number 2, there's no place like home. Home teams have 11-2 records in games where Seattle's a home team this year. Yeah, Seattle's 6-0 at home and 2-5 on the road. So that's 11-2. I don't know how they've done in domes in the past, but they're going to Rogers Center this year, which is a dome. And well, early on they lost to Arizona. I don't know if that was outside or inside or not. I don't know if it's a retractable dome like it is in Toronto. The roof will be closed in Toronto though. And some of these players are going to the stadium for the very first time. Some are going to Canada for the first time on the Seattle Seahawks. They're also going to travel 3 time zones, west to east. Jet lag, that's kind of tough to do. Yeah, they're used to that. I'll give you that. But it's still very difficult to do. It could be a 1 o'clock game, and I wish it was, but it's a 4 o'clock game, but it's still travel. Buffalo's got a record of 3-3 at home this year, so that shows that a lot of times it's flipping a coin if they win a home game or not. They're playing against a really bad home team, a bad road team. Should that mean that Buffalo should be a small favorite? Maybe, but should that mean that they should be 6-point underdogs? I don't think so. Okay. Number 3, Buffalo lost its home favorites of greater than 3 points last week. They lost to 15-12 to the St. Louis Rams. So you combine this in, it's like 2 different storms colliding with each other. And because of that, that's when you lose big. Okay, coaches are like, okay, we got to do much, much better. And when you lose a game, you should win, that is. And then a lot of times you get better efforts. Now, of course, when the spread's 7 points or higher, that's when it's really good. At 3.5, as they were underdog, our favorites yesterday, it's not the greatest, but it's the psychology that, hey, we got to play better. And then when you have teams kicking ass like that, not only sometimes